be like, no, that won't rot his brain. That's fine. Go ahead, eat as much as you want.
That's right. You know what? Again, this will be a debate.
Yeah.
Sure.
Totally debatable.
Go ahead and start the episode while you're at it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Xennials podcast. I'm here with my co-host. We got Chris, and we got Caraway, and we got Ames, and we got me, Tora. So, this is our freestyle episode. You know, we do these every once in a while. And today we've decided to bless you with our rambling and micro mini rabbit holes. So, first conversation.
Rabbit holes.
Well, I was like micro mini. I mean, you know, we're gonna have rabbit holes. This is the episode for the rabbit holes. This is designated rabbit hole central here.
Where it's acceptable.
Yeah, where it's acceptable.
Some, not all.
Okay.
Not all, because not all. We are not going pumpkin hunting this episode.
Okay, there will be no pumpkins.
There will be no pumpkins in this episode.
There will be no.
Are you sure?
Listen, no pumpkins.
Nah, I mean, I'll do my best, man. I promise.
So there will be no pumpkins on this one. You guys, how was your week? We made it through April. Let's give it a round of applause.
Yay!
We made it,
Man.
guys. We made it. Woo! That one was a rough one. April didn't come to play. She let us have it. But we've made it through April. And how was you guys' week?
Could have been worse.
Oh, could have been worse, which means it wasn't that bad.
No, I'm sure somebody else was probably going through some worse shit than I was. So, yeah.
My week was half-ass decent. I don't have any complaints, and the complaints I have were my own causing. Therefore, the week was pretty good. The week was all right.
I re-aggravated a workers' comp injury.
No.
What have you done?
Did you hurt your shoulder again?
Yeah, that whole bicep area.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it torn or what? What you got?
Oh, I don't know. I can't go to the doctor for it and have it treated under workers' comp.
Back at it like we never left.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
16 buckets of sand from my job.
Now, I'm scared to ask. I'm debating on is this a rabbit hole? Do we want to go down this?
No. It's not a rabbit hole.
Okay.
We had to change the sand in our sand filter for our pool. And whoever previously did it and decided that they were qualified to do it, decided to use playground sand and garden gravel instead of pool sand and pool gravel, which means it's far heavier when it's wet than it's supposed to be. And
I assume that's not good for your shoulder.
No, not when you have to carry it 75 feet to get it out of the building.
I mean, no harm, but it's like, you guys ever see that movie, Janky Producers? Yeah, it's like janky maintenance.
Hey, I am not janky maintenance. Okay, that's why I called the professionals to have it done.
Not necessarily you, but I'm not quite sure that they knew the look of a professional beforehand. No. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, and then I have magic ghost bruises on the other arm.
Ghost bruises?
They magically appeared out of nowhere, straight up, and they're not fresh bruises. They look like they're a week old, and that's the way they popped.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Could be stigmata.
I was going to ask, was you and Josh doing something and y'all just forgot?
No.
There was no safe word that night or something.
Oh, there's always a safe word. It's just a matter of, am I going to use it? And no, that was not the case because he went to work. I stayed at my mom's. I woke up. I picked him up, dropped him off. I went to work, did what I needed to do, took a shower at work, and noticed them in the shower at work.
Weird.
Well, damn.
They were not there when I woke up. They were not there when I dropped him off at the house.
I mean, when you go to work, are you like, do you have a ghost in your passenger side? Are y'all going to work?
Punches you.
The ghost, you and the ghost are going.
Well, with others, so the ghost at work doesn't mess with me.
So what about ghost at work?
What about what's her name? Margaret or Mary or
Megan, who lives in my house.
Megan. Yeah. What about her?
Friday night was the first night I've slept in my house in a week. So, and the bruises showed up before I was here. So
Megan didn't come over there and was like, "Hell, if you don't get back to the house."
No, and Megan doesn't mess with me since I yelled at her and told her we don't throw things in my house.
Oh, okay. Well,
only I throw things.
Lay down the law.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it has to happen. So, okay, well. Amy's week was full of ghost bruises.
And other than that, I mean, it's been a good week.
Wow.
It's just been blech.
It's April. We're just waiting for it to pass. It's like a kidney stone. We're just pushing through here. So, Christopher, how was your week?
I'm here. That's what I got.
I knew that was going to be a loaded question when I asked it. Wow. I knew what I was going to get when I asked that question, but I was just hoping for a little something else, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, I'm here. That's what I got for you.
So, I'd like to tell y'all a little bit about my day. I am a holistic fair fanatic.
Fair? Like gathering?
Yes. Like, I like fairs. I just like fairs. If I could go to Scarlberg, I have no issue with being the only Black person. I'm good with that. Okay. I like it. I love fairs. So there
festivals and fairs and whatnot.
Festivals and fairs and
lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
All of that. And perhaps I was just born in the wrong decade, or maybe I'm born in the right one because I couldn't handle any other decade. Either way it goes. I went to a holistic fair today, and it was one of the bigger ones that people from as far as Florida come to, to be vendors. And I got goodies. And when I tell you I'm so zen right now, I'm very zen right now. I did share some goodies that I got earlier with the group. Those are not mine. I will not be consuming those.
One would suggest going for a trip to the local dollar store and buying a decorative tin and creating your very own custom box with an assortment of other goodies inside of it and ship it that way.
I thought about that and I asked, and they were like, yeah, if you're going to ship it, you're going to have to go OCD like our dad. And I was like, oh, I can't do it.
I don't know if I would advise.
Well, here's the thing. Again, I lucked up because my sibling's best friend is going to stop by my house on their way to go see my sibling. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Issue
diverted. Problem solved. However, I'll open up a little bit for that. For being a very nice customer, I was given a sample.
Nice.
You see where the sample is. It is still in the bag. So it was very nice of her. She was a sweetheart. But
the irony given the name of the company?
She was really, really sweet. She was a nice chick. So I went there. That's what I wanted to tell y'all. So I normally go there, and I'm not one of those. I'm not what you would consider I guess I would say a classic Christian, but I do consider myself a Christian. So going to a holistic fair would probably be looked at or looked upon as not very Christian-like, but that's my thing. I like them. So I had this chick sit me down. Hey, can I read your cards? All right. So she's like, oh, you're a leader. Fact. You are, when you walk into a room, you can catch the vibe of a room, or talk to a person, you can catch the vibe of a person. And, if you don't like their vibes, then you can tell how good of a person they are or whatever. Also facts. Then she says, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm just going to explain. I'm just going to go ahead and just tell it to you. And I'm like, oh, girl, what? She says, your aura is black, and it's brown, and it's gray. Oh.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Little known fact. I know what color my aura is. It ain't none of those colors. So.
Because we was lost.
No,
I was like, I don't know if this lady's literally throwing shade at you.
But
okay,
you are the reverse of all those colors.
I know what color my aura is. So she's like, oh, it's all these dark colors, and girl, you need a clearing. You need a clearing of your chakras, and you need to cleanse your spirit.
Were you wearing that outfit?
I was.
That's it. She was like, this girl's got dark makeup and a black shirt. Yeah.
This is what I was writing.
If you would have been wearing pink or something, she would have been
okay. Let me see if I can show you the shirt. The shirt. This is the shirt. This side is butterflies.
Oh yeah. Oh, she for sure was playing at your.
And this is a brain, and this is butterflies, and it says mental health matters. So I was just like, okay, go on. Now here's the thing. If you've already read me and you know that I can call bullshit when I see it, how are you gonna try to present me the bullshit? So I'll let her keep going. Go ahead, girl. What else you got? She said,
why bullshit? Why?
Why? You know?
That's when I start playing with them. Start just giving them the falsest leads you can.
So I said, and I was like, what? And she's like, there's so much negativity going in your life. You can't get all the things you want right. You're having hard times with your friends. You just can't see eye to eye with anybody. Really, girl?
In honor of Black History Month, was she related to the Viking witch?
Possibly. I didn't see. She had on a face mask that said it was like a chakra face mask or something. And I was just like, really? And she says, the best thing for you to do is that I can give you a 24-hour cleansing. And what I'll do is I'll start tonight and I'll do the cleansing. I'll meditate and cleanse starting tonight, but you have to come see me tomorrow.
How much did this cost?
She wanted, I think she was looking for $80 tomorrow. And I was like, oh no, I have to go to work. She's like, yeah, I see all the issues at your job. FYI, I ain't seen a job since March 2020. But I ain't tell her that. You see,
that's the issues with your job.
Might be. She was like, yeah, all the stuff that's going on at work and everything is just taking over you. And I said, okay. She's like, she's right. So she's like, you have to come see me tomorrow. See, now that's one of my pet peeves. Don't tell me what I gotta do. I'm grown. You're not gonna tell me what I gotta do.
That whole situation pisses me off because it's like, if it wasn't you and it was somebody less vulnerable, they would have forked over $80.
And I was not about to do that. And
this lady putting her on an invert table will fix all her problems.
She sat there for about 15 minutes trying to convince me how I needed her. Sis.
Did you remind her who you were and that you don't need anybody?
I'm trying to understand, if you called who I was when I got here, how you not know who I am? You already said, okay. And I said, okay, I'm going to go now. Finally, I just got tired. I was like, okay, I'm out. There's absolutely no way I'm giving you any money. Holla. So I go and I walk out, and then I meet up with, her name is Sharon. And every time I go to these holistic fairs, there's 4 people I seek out, and she's one of those people. So I met up with her, had a real good conversation with her, got some real good information that sounded legit, and I moved on with my life. And that was my day today. It was awesome. and to top it off, the damn ribs.
If you don't hush about them ribs, I'm stuck with Midwest, no flavor having white people ribs.
I know Amy would love to have some ribs falling off the bone.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm all about the drinks tonight.
Fresh out of Stop 6. off the corner, not even in a, and it's not even a what do you call that? A brickstone? Is that what it's called, Chris?
Yeah.
What is it called? Yeah. It's not
Brick
even
and mortar.
Brick and mortar.
brick and mortar. There you
Brick
go.
and mortar, yeah.
I'm thinking of New York. Anyway, yeah. It's not even a brick and mortar. It's the dudes on the side of the road with the damn, with the cooker attached to the back of a trailer that's attached to
Yes.
attached to a truck or attached to a SUV.
Yes.
And he just be rolling up in everybody's
Just
neighborhood.
be rolling up. Just be rolling up.
Like nobody
be
knows
rolling
who he is, who he belongs to.
And this guy has apple crown ribs, and every time I go, they're always sold out. I can
Apple
never.
crown.
He makes it with apple crown.
Damn.
Worth
Right?
every damn penny.
Every time I go, he's always sold out.
I don't even know if I could handle that.
All the alcohol cooks out. But
Man,
Well,
it's
yeah,
just-
but I mean, just
the thought, right?
yeah.
So I had a great day. So enough about my day. I'm just gonna nibble on this. I'm trying to share with you. It's not working.
Did you?
Anyway, I'm gonna nibble on
Did
this.
you buy anything else other than the? Did you end up buying some gems or whatever?
Man, I got a shitload. I'm loaded up.
God damn it! You're like, no, I'm not gonna pay you to read my tarot cards, but I will buy these rocks and hope.
Yes. I love rocks.
No, I'm
I
the same. I've got
love
a
my
couple
rocks.
near me.
And my rocks one of my rocks helps me to regulate my blood pressure.
Mine are always like, I prefer like petrified wood stuff.
Oh
There's
yeah. I got
Big
some of
ass
that.
chunk right here. And then I've got this bad boy that's, you can like see the wood grain in it.
See, I like.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing. Something that has nothing to do with the holistic fair. I don't know if y'all seen this before. Okay, have y'all all seen the wrap snacks? The like the chips.
Yeah,
has-
I'm starting to see them more and more in the stores.
Oh, okay, so you know what I'm talking
So,
about.
yeah.
Baby, look what I found. Can y'all see this? That's Master
Is
P.
that Master P ones.
Oh, the cup of damn noodles.
Master P noodles. Yes.
And then I got some E40 noodles too.
E Feezy.
Oh, I didn't lose today. I didn't lose.
No, you did not. You came out to
Straight from
you
the
came
guys.
to win
They
it.
got the boosty chips.
You
See? Yeah, the boost chips. I've had the Cardi B chips, but I haven't had really anything else. But yeah, I'm scared to see what Migos taste like. Not even gonna lie. It terrifies me to pop a Migo in my mouth. So I've never had the Migos. I'm just
Whoa.
saying. I'm just
Whoa.
saying.
Oh, the rabbit hole. Can we please not? Can we please not? Can we please not?
Wow.
Oh, the rabbit hole.
Right.
Oh, the rabbit hole. Okay,
just
moving
saying.
on.
All
Moving
right.
on. Moving on. Moving on. Oh,
I'm just
insane.
saying.
Nope,
why-
nope. Just stop. Just stop while you're ahead, please. It's a rabbit hole we've already
Okay.
discussed. We ain't trying
Okay.
to go down. And you
I mean-
opened the door, and I'm trying really hard not to walk through it.
Okay.
I mean,
So I can tell y'all I ate Cardi B, but I can't tell y'all I ain't popping a Migo
No,
in my mouth.
that's just it. That's just it.
see, the thing about it was we was good at Cardi B. Then you started popping Migos, and now we got to ask questions. And we don't have time for questions tonight. Yeah, well, I mean, we always got time for questions, but you
Right,
know,
but not
You
rabbit
don't-
holes.
we don't want to know.
I was just saying. I'm
wanna
just
know that.
saying. Y'all didn't say nothing when I said I ate Cardi B, but y'all gonna say something when I pop a
Yeah,
Migo.
No, you said you had Cardi B. I can let that go, but then you popping Migos
Yeah,
in your mouth.
yeah.
like,
You made it a verb.
Hey, you popping Migos. Yeah. Oh, okay. Popping Migos. All right, man.
Hashtag that.
Right. Popping
We're
Migos.
gonna
Oh,
trend
that-
if we hashtag that one. We're gonna
that's the
trend.
sound clip that's hitting TikTok
Sound
right there.
Sound bite. So okay. So enough about me and my stuff, me and my chips. How about you guys?
Yeah, I didn't have any chips. I didn't pop any Migos this week or today. I only had some kettle cooked chips with gordita cheese, and yeah, I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, that actually sounds kind of good too. Not gonna lie.
I mean, it was before we even went live, that was the meal of choice, and here we are.
Oh man. Well, I was just trying to let y'all know. Apparently, y'all don't want to know about it, so we'll move on.
I have been getting adjusted to the life of no cable, and I finally got some rabbit ears for my TV in my apartment. And last night, dude, I know.
How?
Man, I know.
What is that? I mean, I can understand no cable, but how?
Wait a minute. Hold
Well,
on. You have internet, right?
Yeah.
For like $20, dude, the same cost it's gonna get you to get you a charger for your laptop. You can go buy a Roku device and attach it to your TV and just stream crap.
I mean, y'all telling me something new because I ain't seen cable in like 6 years.
I stream with my computer, my laptop. I did get a charger. It's just that I'm having some technical issues with the camera.
Oh, you did you're on a laptop?
No, I'm on my phone now, but my laptop is.
Okay,
I was like,
just taking
so
notes.
much different.
It's working and it's on. That's what it's working.
I'm able to do more administrative stuff, which is kind of what I'm trying to do in the back.
Okay, I don't even know if this is the same thing, but do y'all remember when Mitch was on The Real World first season or second season or third season?
Miz,
because his real name is Mitch. His real name is Mitch.
His real name is Mike.
His
first name is Mike.
Miz.
I actually.
Mike y'all remember?
Missouri.
Yes.
I remember when Mike.
You remember he was on the same? Was it the same one as Tammy Roman?
He's 3 or 4.
Is that the one that slapped the chick?
No.
Oh, he slapped the chick?
No.
Oh, damn.
There was an episode.
The one that slapped the chick, I think he was off of The Real World like right after that. Miz was.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you're right.
Miz was. Oh God, he was 3.
L.A. Was he not L.A.?
I think he might have been L.A.
No, if he was L.A., he was on the same one as Tammy Roman, and I don't know if he was L.A. or not. But I remember him being on that, and he was like, "I'm gonna be a wrestler," and all this other stuff, and everybody was like, "This dude is full of shit." And look at him now.
And he did that.
He did that.
Yeah, Miz is. Yeah, he wasn't on this week, but yeah, he's been wrestling now. He's 20 years in. 20 years in the game.
Like, kudos to him.
Back to New York. He was in the Back to New York.
Okay, there you go.
Series 2001.
Because I remember, I was like, this dude be acting. He be acting immature. He got this damn belt he carrying around the house. He trying to body slam all the girls. Look at what he's doing for his life. You know what? I like that shit. He said he was gonna do it and he did it. I like that. I can appreciate that. I mean, I don't watch wrestling, but kudos to him.
Yeah, like he really,
I was just wondering if anybody else, because my son watches it. I was like, yo, he was on The Real World.
Yeah.
Like he's like, well, what is that? Okay, never mind.
Man.
Never mind.
When you gotta go down that rabbit hole. You gotta go down that rabbit hole. No,
I left it alone. Never mind. Just, you know him as the Miz. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know, right?
Never mind.
But yeah, I was actually watching that year. So I remember Miz quite well from that.
Yeah, I watched it that year. It was a pretty good year. That was kind of good.
Yeah, I want to say that year. I think when they got to Chicago, I want to say that was my last. When they got to Chicago, that was my last year. I was done after Chicago.
I'm not going to even lie. I don't even remember who was on Chicago.
Oh, Chicago was. Oh man, Chicago was the. I can't. There's no real pop-up person from Chicago that I can actually honestly remember. Was it Ruthie?
No, Ruthie was on Hawaii.
Ruthie was Hawaii. I'm sorry.
And I remember her. As you can see, I remember her.
Yeah. Ruthie was definitely Hawaii.
Damn, who's showing their age today?
Man, Hawaii was the season though. Loved Ruthie.
That's because Ruthie was just, she had some drinking problems, so that was that.
Wild.
They have to have an alcoholic every season.
Somebody's got to have some issue, and it was her. She was definitely a wild one.
It would be so easy for them to pick people that would actually get along together, but they're like, all right, we got 7 stable people. Let's get a real masochist. Let's get somebody in there that likes to fuck stuff up.
Puck.
Yes, Puck. Oh my God.
Puck.
Oh,
If you didn't just go old school
Puck.
right there.
definitely,
Puck was
man.
that dude. Like Puck made.
You know
oh,
what?
God.
I ain't never been more disgusted at a human being in my life.
In my life, like
In my
Puck
You
life.
know
was-
what?
I thought I was being censored for a second. I was like,
No.
Puck? My bad. I was like, who is this dude? Oh, Puck.
No,
Okay.
Puck was on. Puck was season 1 or 2. And
He said,
one. He was one.
no,
yeah.
no. Puck was like season 2 because season 1 was New York. Puck was California with Pedro because he kept talking about how Pedro was gay and had AIDS and stuff.
Yeah.
So Puck was
Yeah.
on LA
2.
with Pedro.
So that had to have been 2,
I
right?
think that was 2. I think that was 2.
I don't know. Puck made a name for himself after
He
the
did.
fact, though.
He did. The
So,
girl.
Like, you want to be mad at him, but at the same time,
Oh no, I stayed mad at him because he made my throat hurt. Him and his snot rockets. That was the most disgusting shit ever. Ugh.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Puck
there's
was-
enough, like, I feel like they need to do a real world with fucking internet celebrities. Like,
Oh no! If I have to see one more thing with fucking Jake Paul, I'm gonna lose my
dude,
shit.
they all
I'm gonna
try
lose
it,
my
and
shit.
and if they could pull it off one time. If they got, I want to see Jake Paul get his ass beat by, like, I don't know. What's that one
A
crazy
skinny
dude?
girl.
I think.
That
No,
would be
I mean
awesome.
there are plenty of chicks that would be on it.
A skinny girl. I would like to see him get his ass beat. You know what? At this point, I don't care who he gets his ass beat by. I just want somebody to do it because now his head is bigger, and I'm sick of him. He's just one of
Yeah.
those. You ever had that guy in high school where you were just like, God, dog, shut the
I
fuck.
think with
Oh.
him, like Ice Poseidon, maybe like there's a couple other people. There's a bunch of good YouTubers that would go into a house like that and pull that off. I think they could definitely
you know who I
do
would
it.
like to see beat the fuck out of Jake Paul? Just because it would be a good Texas ass whooping.
Matthew McConaughey.
Stone Cold.
That would be
Stone
gangster.
Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can get with
Dr.
that
Phil?
one.
Dr. Phil's from Texas.
No. Because Dr. Phil would just
Dr.
analyze
Phil-
him and realize he's just a narcissist and it would be a waste of everybody's
Yeah.
time.
Like, the whole
I think he's
episode,
been on Dr. Phil's show.
the whole episode lost. Like, no, we good. We're good with that.
Stone Cold, absolutely.
Just a good old
Absolutely.
Texas ass whooping. That's what that boy needs.
I was like Post Malone, Matthew McConaughey, Sandra
Hey,
Bullock.
so
Like, who
now
are we
that-
talking about?
Now that we talk back to real world real quick before we get too far. Tammy was in LA. Tammy
Right.
was in the LA.
Uh-huh.
I want to say that Amy might have been right. I think Puck was in New York because
Puck was not in first season New York.
Hang on.
hold on, because he wasn't
Look,
in LA. You know,
Puck was Seattle. Was it Seattle? He was not in New York. I'm telling you, I remember everybody from New York. It wasn't Puck. It was not Puck.
then
No,
what-
Puck was actually the real world San Francisco in
And
1994.
3. Okay, so he was 3. Well, we see this is the problem. All the real worlds for us just kind of run
Right.
together. Like they all kind of go together. Like all these real worlds go together. But yeah.
Now, if it's any consolation, folks, he's been living off the grid since his return from prison.
Puck went to prison.
Puck went to prison.
Oh, act
For
like you're
what?
surprised. Act like
Yeah, his name's
you're
Puck.
surprised. We ain't
Hang
nobody
on.
shocked.
What
Let's
the hell did
find
Puck go to
out.
prison?
Let's
If
find
your
out.
name is a piece of sports equipment, you're probably gonna spend some time in jail.
Actually, that it's not based on sports equipment.
Whatever.
What,
It's-
what was Puck's name? Well, how did he get that name? I know he explained it to us, but how did he get that name? Come
I
on.
don't. You know what,
Um,
bro? Why are we reliving this? This one.
His
This the
real
one
name is
of all the
David.
seasons. David. Yes, I remember that. I was like, he
Um,
looked like a damn David.
I'm just trying to remember why he said his name was Puck. Like, dude, what was the reason? There was a reason.
he was arrested for stalking an unidentified woman.
Shocker.
Right.
Really?
Yeah.
He looks like he could be a rapist. He looks rapey. I believe Carol used that word, and I was like, damn, I should have put that somewhere. But yeah, rapey.
Rapey. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about Pepe Le Pew, and you said, yeah, he had rapey intentions or something like that. Yeah, he looks rapey. He probably looks like a guy that just stinks. I have absolutely no
like
respect for. Yes. Yuck. Yuck. Who wants to date a guy that literally has snot rockets? I can never get over that. It's burned into my mental.
I could never master it.
That's so
I was just
nasty.
blew my nose into a fucking tissue.
Just
Damn, Ramirez just kicked the shit out of Alvarez. I don't know
just so nasty.
Wow. No, Rachel and Sean now live here in Midwest America.
Oh.
With
All right.
their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Wow.
kids.
Yeah,
6.
not gonna even lie. I don't remember who the fuck neither one of them people is. You want to talk? You want to talk about somebody? I remember talk about Heather B. You talk about Heather B. But everybody else, they unfamiliar right now.
Lord, Heather B.
I got nothing.
Lord.
Oh, okay. Here it was. He was arrested for domestic violence.
Heather B. So wait a minute. The only person you remember is Heather B.
Oh no. I remember other people. Like,
remember Kevin?
I remember Kevin. I remember
because Kevin was quintessential to our whole 90s growing up. Like, he did
What?
The Real World, and then he became a writer for every one of our favorite magazines.
True. I remember Kevin. I remember Julie. I remember Norm. I remember, what is that one dude that ended up being like a Eric? Eric. He was like a MTV video dancing dude.
Oh
yeah.
God.
He was the he was the male version of the video vixen.
Oh. Was he Julie? Was he Downtown Julie Brown?
He was everywhere on MTV.
He hosted The Grind. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I remember people, just the important ones, and Tammy Roman.
Yeah, we can't.
Dang,
we
I
can't
never got
forget
attached
Tammy.
to him that much.
Well, the earlier seasons of The Real World, the earlier seasons made you feel like you were a part of the show. And
Yeah, it was good. The earlier seasons was good. Now the shit is just cliche.
Honestly, by the time they got to Paris, I was good. I think I watched bits and pieces of Vegas, but by the time they got to Paris, I couldn't. It didn't hold my attention anymore. Oh, what about Tech? You remember Tech from Hawaii?
Oh, I remember Tech, the black dude.
Yes.
I could with that stupid ass song. God dang it!
That sounds vaguely familiar.
I remember him.
Yeah, he was on MTV for a minute too.
This dude swear he looked good. Somebody passed this man a t-shirt.
Yeah, he was on MTV for a minute, and then he switched over. I think he did some work on BET before he kind of and he acted in a couple of things before he kind of just disappeared.
Yeah, I remember Tech.
What is Ruthie doing? Does anybody know what Ruthie's doing these days?
I hope she's sober and chilling with her twin. That's all I want.
I'm with you, because it's like she was
really going through some shit. You just didn't know what it was, but you could tell she had some serious past issues that she needed to just handle up on.
Well, she cut her hair.
Wow.
She's been on the challenge.
I think I heard she was on the challenge.
Yeah, she's active.
You know
on
what?
social.
The thing about Ruthie is that she reminds me of a friend of mine, and not her attitude, but the way she looks, and that's why it's hard for me to forget Ruthie.
Like,
I'm actually gonna.
Ruthie was Ruthie, bro.
I'm actually gonna send y'all a picture of my friend that looks almost so. They have the same feature, I guess.
Got you.
Ruthie now works in television production.
I ain't mad at her.
She's worked on Bad Girls Club and Big Brother.
I can still see her on Bad Girls Club. Not even gonna lie.
I can say that I watched Bad Girls Club a little bit. I may be guilty of that show.
That was everybody's guilty pleasure at one point.
I only see clips.
I remember seeing Flight Attendants and being like, wait a minute.
I have never, ever seen an episode of Bad Girls Club.
I have never ever seen one either, and I don't plan on seeing any episode of the Bad Girls Club. So yeah, there we go. That's my dissertation.
I've never seen an episode.
Let me recommend an episode. The one where the chick throws the other girl's mattress out of the house. You don't have to look hardcore. You can pick.
I think I've seen
a
clip of that on,
and you will find
something.
No,
probably
that's every
Facebook.
episode. It's every episode.
So every episode, somebody getting their mattress thrown out the window.
It's just their go-to, like, fuck this bitch, you ain't gonna sleep tonight, and they'll just throw their shit out, and it's, I don't know. That's just how they handle it.
You know what, though? You know what? Somehow, this is not a rabbit hole, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a rabbit hole. This is just us randomly talking about television shows. Thanks for joining us this week. And we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. So, okay. All right. So that's Bad Girls Club. Okay. I'll be honest. I
don't. Tanisha. Is that her name? Tanisha? She's the one who had she had a pot and said something about, if I can't get no sleep, you ain't gonna get none either. So she walks around the house and she makes up the whole song. No.
That was on Bad Girls Club.
She makes.
Okay.
There was I think it was the first season, and after that, she ended up becoming the host of the reunion shows because that's how you do it.
It's like if you have a beef, just stop the other person from sleeping. Like that's how they handle their shit.
But you know what? Technique. That's a serious thing though, because you ever had those? Okay, haven't really watched the show. I watched clips of it, but don't they like get drunk and party almost every night? So if you hung over almost every night and I want to fuck with you, I'm gonna not.
The producers know what they're doing. The producers' goal is to get as close to being able to film domestic violence without actually doing it.
Yeah.
Like, they go through their personalities and they have psychologists sit down and be like, all right, which one of these two won't kill each other but will make for good TV? And like,
that's why I have never tried out for reality television.
That might be a good thing for everybody.
Come on.
I mean, it'd be good television. I'll give you that.
It might be a good thing for everybody involved.
But then again, I have terrible taste, so
Come on. I would come on. Like, really? Amy on a reality TV show? This would be awesome.
Can you imagine the poor guy sitting in the sound booth having to censor every other word that comes out of my mouth?
I mean, that does sound like
Amy.
I mean, it'd be easy. He could just like.
Oh wait,
Amy,
Chris.
Amy. I am that guy. Okay.
Right.
I am that guy.
I do my best to keep it in check for you.
And we appreciate it. We really do.
So can you imagine if I didn't know the person and I didn't give two flying fucks?
It's Chris.
Yeah, I can imagine this.
By the way, I want y'all, I know that our listeners can't hear it, but please note my background. I wanted to be as close to home as possible as I could tonight.
Are we looking at DFW?
You are looking at a view from across the runway at DFW International Airport.
I thought it looked familiar. Look at the tower.
Man.
You couldn't take it.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Yeah. We got no love for that place. I mean, we love it, but we got no love for that place.
Yeah, we love it. It's just fuck the people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, fine.
We love the view though.
No, keep your view up. Keep your view up.
The view is awesome. But...
The view is awesome. There's no pictures of ex managers there.
No. Never of the people, just always of the landscape.
Yeah, the landscape is amazing.
The landscape's awesome.
Yeah, it made for some beautiful, 5 a.m. pictures. Not even gonna lie. Oh, that's one of them. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Beautiful pictures. 5 a.m. pictures or beautiful 5 p.m. pictures, depending on what shift you worked.
I mean, I've got some with a few airplanes in it too, but
Or if you were like us who worked the whole entire shift and
day in, day out.
Saw the sunrise and saw the sunset.
Every single day.
Ate your dinner and your breakfast in the same location?
In the same
And it wasn't home?
Every single day.
But hey, that's neither here nor there. Still a beautiful view. Beautiful view. So I have a question for Amy and Caraway.
Uh-oh.
You guys ever been to a black church?
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you like it? What was your experience like? Were they too friendly? Like, people like to hug, and I'm not good with I don't like people touching me or trying to lay hands on me. So how was y'all's experience?
Had I had more of a like an advanced knowledge of the difference in between black churches and white churches into it, but at the time I was very hungover, and it was kind of like just a politeness thing. And when I showed up, it was like, oh damn, they're very affectionate and like are really into this. And
wow.
I did not expect that. White people church, it's like, I don't know, depressing.
Listen, I'm not even lying. I swear
continue,
he just sounded like Gary Owens. I'm not even lying. It just sounds like a Gary Owens skit. Go.
No, it's different. Like, it feels like a pep talk. Like, it feels like you're in a locker room during a halftime show, and they're like pep talking you up for like the next week that you're about to go through.
Getting you hype up for the rest of your week.
You can't help but, like, when I hear the word rhetoric, I think of like just that kind of environment where people can get your mood. Like, that's the only place I've ever had my mood affected by somebody's words.
Okay, that's cool.
Like,
you had a good experience. That's cool. What about you, Ames? Was yours different?
Mine was very different, mainly because I walk around with resting bitch face, so I'm not approachable in the first place. Churches make me uncomfortable, and nerves were on high just because I was afraid it was going to catch on fire, and, you know, being the only white chick in the building.
You didn't want to be the last one running out.
Why were you afraid the black church was going to spontaneously burst into flames?
I feel that way.
I think she felt that way if she'd went to any church.
I feel that way walking.
Oh, because evil. Gotcha.
Like, seriously, my skin starts to crawl when I step inside a church.
So you're allergic?
I got no words. I got nothing.
There's a reason I opted for an outdoor wedding, and I'm more allergic to the outdoors than.
Like, I got nothing. I got nothing there. I got nothing there.
If you forced me to choose a church where I would feel comfortable.
No, this is a rabbit hole. I already know what church you're gonna choose. We know the church. We know the church.
So that is, there is a severe unease that if I walk into a church, and the irony is 2 blocks from my house is a Catholic school / church. Yeah.
Alrighty then. Hey.
This is not literally. Okay, wait. I do have a question though. Why'd you go?
Why'd I go?
Yeah, did somebody invite you, or what was it that said, okay, let me get up and get dressed and go over here?
I think I went with my dad.
Okay. So your dad was an active member of the church?
Wasn't an active member. He was in the process of going to different churches to find one that he liked.
Understood. I've done that.
My dad had denounced the Catholic religion and was just trying to find a church that felt like home, that he felt he could fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was one of those people, the color of your skin didn't matter to him. That's not what anybody was there for. You were there for one united purpose. And I was informed that I had to go.
Oh, so long story short, your dad made you go.
He didn't.
Yeah,
he didn't make me go. I mean, I was in my 20s. I could have said no, but it was my dad.
So you weren't going to say no because it's your dad.
Dad never told me no except for once, and he saw what happened when that took place. I didn't talk to him for a year.
Well, that sucks. Caraway, why did you go? Hungover.
No, whenever I went, it was because I needed a cover. We were drinking that night, and the buddy's house that I was staying at just kind of happened to. His mom was very strict, and she insisted the next morning. She pretty much said, if he stays the night, we're going to church in the morning. I think she thought I needed help.
I understand that. I know the type. Listen, you want to go out and party all night, guess what? You're going to wake up and you're going to go. 8 o'clock, let's roll. So, okay. So you went.
So your wild oats on Saturday, pray for crop failure on Sunday.
So that was basically, you went because both of you went because you had to. But it was a different experience.
I mean, it was like, I had a genuine love for that woman. You know, like if she would have asked me, even if we weren't going, I still would have gone. She was just, I kind of went out of my way to be nice to her because she thought I was such a good role model to my buddy. And Yeah, the entire time he's like, dude, if she fucking knew. And I was like, no, she loves me. You want to go to church tomorrow? Yeah, no, let's go to church. All right, y'all be ready in the morning. Fuck, what did I just agree to? It was one of those.
Oh, well, Chris, you ever been to a white church?
Yes, I have.
Stuck up pricks.
And I'm gonna leave it just like that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have.
Oh, okay.
Staunchy, stuck up pricks.
Wow.
Was I really ready to go when it was over? Yes. Was I confused as to what was going on? Yes. Did it last an hour on the dot? Yes.
Yes. One of the best parts. I'm not even gonna lie. What time are we getting out? 11? Oh, okay. It's not 3? What the heck?
Y'all know I'm a chain smoker. Dude, when I go to like white churches, I will get up in the middle of service and go smoke a fucking cigarette break, knowing that it's only an hour long because I cannot stand it. But if I go to a black church, I'll sit in that motherfucker for 3 hours and be like, no, I'll wait. I have no ma'am, I will wait.
First off, because you don't want to see that usher coming back in the door. So.
Oh man, the usher, not the usher. Jeez Louise. My son's grandmother is an usher. 2 hours.
Yeah, I literally it was weird, but I tell you that it lasted an hour, and once it was done, and yeah, I was good. I was like, okay, this is an hour, we're done. You know, I felt.
Did you feel any closer to God, or did you feel like your wallet was a little lighter when you left?
I felt weird, and I felt like I'd never heard singing like that ever before in my life, and I never wanted to hear it again.
I think that's sleepy point. That's the nap time for me. I can't, there's no octaves.
You guys remember the teacher from Ferris Bueller?
Yes. Ben Stein.
That is every white preacher.
Okay, so I used to be an active member of a church back at home who the pastor was Reverend Jeffries before he came down here. So imagine. And Reverend Jeffries is the pastor at the First Baptist Church in Dallas, and very opinionated.
You will learn.
Imagine being under one of his parishioners for years.
I was good. I was good.
Yeah. Then again, I was like 12, so there's that.
That too.
But the other church I went to, Pentecostal, it's actually our family church that's the church we go to when we're back home. They're mostly white, Pentecostal. Right now they've been pretty diverse. They're blending, they're doing a lot of different stuff. But when we were there, and they are some of the most amazing people in the freaking world. It's just that I could not personally get with the whole skirts and long hair thing. That's why I couldn't do it anymore.
I'm glad you said that, because I never knew until I moved here there was a difference between all the churches. I didn't know there was a difference between Pentecostals and Baptists.
Southern Baptists and Methodist.
Dangerous
and
fucking
Baptist
mistake to
and
make.
Missionary Baptist.
Right.
And
it's like,
I didn't know until I walked into church and the dude said, give your soul to Christ, or whatever, however that goes. And
come to the altar or something like that.
No, not come to the altar. That's the black.
Wasn't the altar call? Okay.
This was the one where you accept Jesus in your heart as your personal savior. And I was like, huh?
Nobody does that. I thought they did that in all churches.
No, they sneak it in on you.
Oh crap! I thought that was every church.
No, not in every church. No, I didn't know the difference, because I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm waiting for the altar call or whatever.
You telling me something new, because I didn't know that was. Yeah, I didn't know
denominations.
Yeah, it's the different.
Really?
Different denominations have different things, and it's crazy. And I was just like,
so what's the difference?
So the Baptists are the ones that you'll see like speaking in tongues and like running back and forth, and they're the ones that'll sneak it up on you that like all of a sudden they're like, so do you accept him? You accept him, right? And I made the mistake of, they asked if anybody wanted to get closer to God, and I was like, well, fuck yeah, like of course I'd like to build a relationship there. And I didn't understand that they were asking like right now. And I was like,
Yeah.
Well,
that's how I got.
was like,
Listen,
they were like, everybody look down, and if you felt like you wanted to get closer to God, come up to the stage right now. And I was the only person that raised my hand, and I was the only person out of like 25 people that was new with my girlfriend, who was eventually, gave birth to my first child. Like, they knew something was going on there, and I wasn't accepted yet. And I'm just like, for like 10 minutes, dude, they're asking if I want to come up. And I'm like, dude, I'm not, like, take a fucking hint, bro. I'm not going up. That was when, after that, that's when I was like, I'm going to smoke a cigarette, dude. Fuck this. There's 30 more minutes. Y'all got this. And
okay. So full disclosure, that's how I got to. Again, I was like 12. And they were just saying, what they said was, if you would like to be accepted something, say this prayer in your head. So I'm saying the prayer in my head. I didn't realize I had to do action after I said the prayer. So I said the prayer. Now everybody who said the prayer, come on up here. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't know that was part of the deal. I thought I could just sit here.
All of that.
So I was like, okay, well, I can't not go up there because I said the prayer and God knows I say the prayers. So now I gotta go. And I don't want to go, but now that's how I got, bro. But guess what? I've been saved ever since. I ain't never got to say the prayer again. Never got
one time is all it takes.
I'm good. One time. I'm good. One and done. I'm great.
Man.
Oh my goodness. I don't, you know what?
Was this a rabbit hole?
We are not making it to the cereal tonight. But yeah, no. It's such a difference. And I was just like,
listen, how much time you got? We gonna make it to the cereal, because maybe what you're not gonna do is disrespect my corn pops. So we gonna make it to the cereal.
Oh my fucking God.
Yeah, there we go, folks. There we go. Let's just go ahead and segue right into it. There we go.
We're gonna make it to the cereal.
Then we started rambling about corn pops, and we've made it back to corn pops. Ladies and gentlemen, the freestyle episode. You're welcome. Okay, so corn pops.
We're always gonna do a full circle. We're always in this
corn pops. Just no corn pops. No.
Yeah, that's
corn pops was not. What did we say earlier? Corn pops was your parent.
It was the cereal your mom.
Little sweetness in your cereal, but not that much.
Yeah,
like you couldn't get Apple Jacks or Captain Crunch, Crunch Berries.
That all of y'all are so lame. Even my kids don't like corn pops, and I'm like, what is wrong with y'all?
Look, I told you I'm gonna let my old out, because my favorite cereal.
Say it, Amy. Say it.
And it's been this way since I was a little kid, so it's not like this is an adult thing.
Oh, okay. Disregard.
Grape nuts.
Oh.
That's...
You are officially muted from the rest of the show. What the hell? Grape nuts?
Yeah, I was rocking with her. I was rocking with her up until
grape nuts, and then right below grape nuts is frosted shredded wheat.
How irregular are you?
Frosted shredded wheat goes hard.
You know what?
Especially the stropberry frosted shredded wheat.
I told you I was going to let my old out. I was going to let my old out.
Listen. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. 2 scoops of raisins are the reason Kellogg's Raisin Bran so pleasing.
You ain't lying. That was truth right there. You just
3.
read some game. That was spitting some game right there. Yeah, that was truth.
That's number 3.
That is right on my list of cereal. That is number 3. Like, give me some Crunch Berries.
And number 4 is Rice Krispies.
Oh, Rice Krispies with sugar?
So, Rice Krispies, sugar. That's exactly what I did with Rice Krispies.
Sugar?
Rice Krispies, sugar. That's it. Just you have a whole bowl of sugar at the bottom.
Right, scooping up sugar and slipping up the milk, sugary milk.
Sugar in your damn sugary milk. Exactly.
That's the joy of grape nuts too, though.
Grape nuts was just hard to eat. And
dude, I feel like such a fucking child now. My kid's Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Reese's. Like that's what I'm working with over here.
Okay, now here's the thing. Cinnamon Toast Crunch was legit, but they changed that damn recipe, and I can tell. And it's not as good as it used to be.
The biscuit is not the same.
Something is different.
The other cereal that is hella different that I picked up on like maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago was Fruit Loops. Fruit Loops does not taste the same anymore.
Fruit Loops do not taste the same.
No.
Agreed.
Okay, look, straight up. So at my job, they're not Fruit Loops anymore. There was a little kid.
Oh no.
And he was
Where
like,
is this going?
Mommy, can I please have rainbow Cheerios?
There we go. Rainbow Cheerios it is.
That's
Rainbow.
what they are now.
Rainbow Cheerios for the win.
Yeah,
Like-
I'm
Wait a minute. Don't Cheerios actually have a like red, green, and something color rainbow Cheerios?
No, but this was just because where I work, we offer regular Cheerios
And then Fruit
and
Loops.
then
Or
Fruit
rainbow-
Loops.
or
So he
rainbow
asked
Cheerios.
if he could have rainbow Cheerios, and from that moment on, it is not Fruit Loops, it is rainbow Cheerios.
Rainbow Cheerios. There we go. I like that.
I had never loved a little kid more in my life than that
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah,
Rainbow
sometimes they
Cheerios.
spit some knowledge.
But,
I'll follow that.
oh man, yeah, Fruit Loops. Now it's funny because the off-brand Fruit Loops, the great value Fruit Loops, the one that come in like 5-pound bag, that tastes like the old Fruit Loops.
And people be sleep. Listen,
Man,
if that ain't one of the
Bruh.
best parts of Wick, I don't know
Man.
what is.
forget Wick. Just I'm listen. For a broke brother over here, I'm in that section all the time.
Look.
Give me a 5-pound bag of cereal for $5.
No. That's when you go to Aldi's and you get looped fruit.
Looped fruit.
Listen,
That's a good
no.
one.
Aldi's, no. I can't do Aldi's. We'll do a whole episode on grocery stores the next time. I can't do all.
Shit, I got a Winco down the street from me. I never knew about that motherfucker till like a week ago. It is amazing.
Yes, it
Okay,
is. Like, yeah,
That
I
is-
need need you to get out the house a little bit more, boss. That
Look.
Wincos are awesome. Like
Look.
they
Man,
are
I grew up in
awesome.
Irving. They didn't have fancy shit like that.
All
I was
these
gonna
back
say,
home-
Actually, I think they just didn't they just get one? Or they're getting one soon. I think they're getting one
They
soon.
got an Aldi's, but they don't have like fancy like
Winco.
you pour your own cereal type shit.
Hey.
Aldi's back home is crap, okay? But that is the one thing I will give Midwest white America. The Aldi's here is actually pretty good.
Good, because the ones here just I go down every aisle and I'm still trying to figure out what.
I like
Brittany-
Aldi's.
Brittany hates
Dude.
it, which is why, because you have looped fruit and she renames everything because that's basically what Aldi's does.
I can't stand grocery shopping, dude. Every time that I go into an aisle within 10 seconds, like 19 people are all looking at the same shit that I'm looking at.
That is the one reason why I've been so excited during this whole pandemic about the whole 6 feet thing, because I can't stand people that stand on top of me while I'm trying to shop. Like, all I'm trying to do is debate if I want this damn oatmeal or if I want that oatmeal. Can you move away from me, please?
The fact
Please,
that y'all don't
if
go
we could just
into the
get people
store
to
knowing
follow-
exactly what it is you want and how to get out.
Amy, the only store I know how to go into and get in and get out is called Best Buy. I know where everything is in Best
Yeah.
Buy.
If they could just get people to follow the little lines on the floor that tell them which way to shop, that would be pretty cool.
Awesome.
But I know that is
Doesn't
never
work.
gonna fucking happen.
Yeah,
That's
you're asking
called-
too much. Yeah,
You can't get people to do that on the road and you wanted to do it in a store.
Yeah, if we can't get people to keep their toddler within like 1 aisle's distance of them, ain't no fucking way we're gonna get them to follow shit on the road. I feel like every time I go to Walmart, I'm just like waiting for an Amber Alert to pop off.
It's always that one little kid that runs past you. You're sitting there like, where is your people at, man?
You know
Where is
what?
your people?
And
I'm
that's
the one that
of the
get
most
hurt in
annoying
front of.
things.
They'll bust ass in front of me, and then I'm like, it's my fucking responsibility now. Because
It's like that parental instinct in everybody to look at a kid that's by itself. You're like, where your
yeah, right.
right?
No.
Like you where
I
your
think it
people?
I'm not gonna-
depends because this conversation is totally bringing me to.
A clip that we put up this week on Twitter about Al 39.
Oh no!
Check us out on Twitter. Be there too.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, but check
Good
us out on
part.
Twitter. But it reminds me of
'Cause Al 39 was
Episode of-
funny.
episode of Blackish, where there's y'all seen the episode? I think have I not seen y'all that clip? There's a little white girl in the elevator, and they're like, we don't think we need to get on this elevator.
No, you
And
haven't
they
sent
keep-
me the clip, but I've seen it.
It was like, did you see the little girl in the elevator? Whoa.
So
That's
wait, what's
what
the
y'all- that's-
premise? Like an elevator
that's-
just pops up and there's a little girl in the middle of it, or
No. It's that the elevator comes down to something and it opens the door and this little white girl just standing in the elevator. And everybody's
She's like 3.
yeah, she's like 3 and
Nah.
everybody's like, fuck that. Nope, we're not getting in that elevator.
We're not getting in the elevator. We're
Getting in
not
that
getting in the elevator.
Uh, Like you said, when you standing in front of the kid and the kid that just fell, so now you standing there like
damn.
No, I keep walking.
I will observe and report.
Observe and report. There we go.
I'm not even reporting.
If I'm in Walmart and I see a kid by themselves, I'm not gonna approach them. Fuck no. But I will watch them and be like, all right, if somebody. But then nowadays, like, you can never tell. Like, I don't want someone to walk up and it's their dad, but doesn't look like their dad, and I call them out on it. Like, I would feel like a total asshole.
No. I feel about your kids the same way I do about your pet. It ain't mine. It ain't my problem.
Yeah, I mean,
back to the cereal. I
can't walk by a dog and be like, I don't know who your people is, but whoever it is, they need to come on here and come get you, because I'm gonna keep walking. Don't follow me, because you're not gonna get no food over here.
I mean, it depends. Is he cute? Is he sad? Is he lonely?
I think it's the age. Yeah, the age of the kid would probably.
No.
I mean, now if you 9, I'm gonna look at you kind of like, go find your people. You know what they look like.
Yeah, if you walk past an aisle and there's a 4-year-old just chilling in the middle of the aisle, and it's like,
do your thing, boo. Do not come near me.
Listen. I walked past aisles with 4-year-olds by themselves, and you know what I did? I just kept on walking.
Okay.
I hope your parents are somewhere close by, because I don't want nobody to say I'm trying to snatch their kid.
Yeah.
Back to the episode of Blackish.
Man, just kept on walking. Like, I'm not in.
So, okay. So, the cereal.
I think it was down the cereal aisle, too, to be exact. So.
I mean, that's what they gonna be. They gonna be the candy and the gummy aisle, the cereal.
He wanted cereal.
They ain't going nowhere else. That's it.
Wanted cereal.
You missing a kid? Go check them aisles first before you report it.
Yeah, or toys.
Or toys. Yep.
No, I gotta tell you, in the Walmart here, the only person I ever really see in the toy aisle are adults. There ain't no kids.
Like me.
I ain't gonna lie. I'll be over
I'm
there
that guy
too.
in the toy section. Like, okay, all right.
I mean,
I
the
like
toys
the
are
ones-
just so much fucking cooler than when we were kids.
I like the
though,
ones
to be
that
fair.
say "try me," and they
This
give
is
you the
true.
little button so you can push it and it all makes noise. That's me.
I'll go over to the toy aisle and I'll get offended. Like, damn, why they didn't have this Barty me when I was
Yeah,
little?
I get.
And look, she got a whole trailer home. Why I didn't have that shit?
G.I. Joe's fingers now like articulate completely.
Right.
Back in the day, all they did was just
waving.
Brittany is almost 18, and I still get, Mom, you never got me a play cash register.
Oh.
Oh my.
And I'm like, okay, bet for your 18th, that's what you're getting. And she's like, good, it's what I want. I'm like, bet. Bet.
Damn toy registry. I'm just waiting for them to re-release the actual real G.I. Joe toys that we had when we were growing up. I know they re-releasing some of them, but they don't even look the same anymore. I need the old school ones. I need about that high. You know, I need them. Y'all already know. Y'all know I have a collection of Batman around here, so that's where
G.I. Joe.
Yeah, I'm starting my
G.I.
Joe
Joe's
collection.
I think that's gonna be the next thing. It will be worth a lot of fucking money if you start.
You think so?
Because because
then unless they're the older ones.
Nah, with our culture the way it is, any toy that is a gun, I wouldn't be surprised if Nerf soon is ousted. Dude, for real.
Shoot at my kids.
Listen, I'm about to say the same thing. Listen, they didn't have the type of Nerf guns they got now when I was growing up, boss.
Man,
I want every one of them.
Dude, I bought a turret with my first paycheck ever. I was working at UPS as an 18-year-old kid. First legal job that I had. I went, no, I think it was the golf course. Yeah.
You bought a
first,
turret.
like, my money check. I went and bought a fucking Nerf turret. And it felt
just having fun with the Nerf.
Biggest waste of money. I bought it. I never even played with it. I ended up giving it to one of my neighbors because I was like, man, I made his fucking day though.
Yeah, I'm sure you did, but boo.
Man, he was getting run up on. He was getting run up on by his friends, and they both had Nerf guns, and he didn't. So I was like, all right, let me level the playing field. And so I busted this big ass I felt good.
Yeah, that sounds like a good story. I bet he felt good too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he felt good.
But here, my favorite cereal that we have not addressed yet.
Better not go back to the corn pops. Please don't go back.
I'm not going to corn pops. I like corn pops, but it's not my favorite.
Oh, whoa. Before we go to your favorite cereal, the nastiest cereal in the world. What was the Sugar Pops? With the Sugar Bear.
Don't do Sugar Bear. Don't do Sugar Bear. Smacks, Honey Smacks.
Honey
you better
Smacks,
leave Honey Smacks alone. Don't do Sugar Bear. Don't do Sugar Bear.
Bruh.
Leave Smacks alone.
Did you see what it left behind in the damn bowl when you got finished?
Like a bunch of little rat turds.
Exactly. Did you see the bowl when you were done?
It's just guano.
Was I the only one that saw that? Was I the only one that had to suffer through that shit when I was a kid? Like, what the fuck is this?
That was my mom's. That was my mom's version of corn pops.
Oh, Honey Smacks.
Like, who? Why? Why did they even make that cereal? Why did they put it on the market?
Torture children.
Okay, yeah, I believe that. Who does that shit though?
Okay, first of all, Honey Smacks was good. You just had to be in a mood. You had to be in the mood.
What mood was that? Listen,
and you giving me crap for some great nuts.
Listen, what mood was that? And Mom, I love you. I know you're gonna listen to this episode, but my mom used to buy this cereal consistently, and I would.
Maybe she thought y'all liked it.
She knew we didn't like that cereal. She knew we didn't like that cereal.
Look,
Listen,
when you choosing Raisin Bran over Sugar Smacks,
you know what?
I feel like Big Cereal is in with parents, and they created passive-aggressive brands just to like get back at us.
Did you say Kicks?
Whoa.
Did you say? Now that's a cereal that you had to have sugar. Like,
That one was sugar. But when he had sugar, baby, that cereal was the best.
When he had sugar,
that was the best.
You eat the whole box of that. If you had some sugar, you eat the whole box. Just you look up, the whole box of Kicks is gone. But like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I could eat Kicks just like from the box, like we had just a little something to snack on mode. But when I had the milk, I had to have the sugar.
This is what happens when you have kids. Like when you have kids as a kid, you just eat their cereal up, and their cereal just look good.
I ain't even gonna go. I'm not gonna confess to none of that, because then I have somebody knocking at my door asking where his snacks at, and I ain't got time for that.
You can buy the marshmallows now, right?
You can what?
You can buy just the marshmallows.
That sounds disgusting.
Okay, he's moved on to Lucky Charms.
I was about to say, he's in the Lucky Charms bracket, and I'm gonna tell you, I didn't start eating Lucky Charms until well into my teenage years, and I didn't see the appeal.
Lucky Charms without marshmallows is just cat food.
Oh no.
Okay. I've never eaten cat food, but all right.
Oh my god. Okay, wait a minute.
Not without
my favorite cereal.
Yes, your favorite cereal. I'm sorry, we didn't went all the way from your favorite cereal. What's your favorite cereal?
My favorite cereal at this point in time, Raisin Bran Crunch. Yes. Don't get silent like y'all don't know what Raisin Bran Crunch is.
We all know what Raisin Bran Crunch is. We just you're an adult. I mean, you can really go for the whole, crunch berries or something like that.
But the Raisin Bran Crunch is healthier and it's sweet.
This is true.
It's the best of both worlds.
I mean, not Raisin Bran Cheerios, it came out with a whole cinnamon Cheerios. I was like,
they got strawberry now too.
I saw the strawberry. I skipped that one, but the cinnamon
not that good.
Cinnamon Cheerios, I was just like, okay.
Wait, and I think at one point there was chocolate.
Yeah,
they have chocolate.
Yeah, I saw the chocolate.
But the frosted Cheerios, though.
I have not tried the frosted Cheerios.
Man, what y'all
talking about? If I'm gonna eat frosted Cheerios, I'm getting me some Frosted Flakes with some Tony the Tiger. Okay.
You know what?
Which is one of the best cereals.
That's another
one
cereal
of the best.
That don't taste the same either.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't taste the same either.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like they gave Tony an upgrade.
And the
cereal,
and it just didn't work.
They didn't upgrade the cereal. I don't know what they did with the cereal, but they did give Tony an upgrade. They didn't do.
Tony ain't Tony no more. Tony is somebody else.
Yeah.
Be having conversations with people, and it's like, no.
With Shaq of all people.
Man.
Why are we talking to him?
Shaq, because you can't escape Shaq. Shaq is in slot machines. Shaq is on the general commercials. Right. If you go in the bathroom and say Shaq's name 3 times, he will call you about your car's extended warranty. I promise.
But I just need my Tony the Tiger to tell me it's great and keep on moving.
Keep on moving. I don't need you to have a whole conversation, bro.
As long as you keep that abomination or whatever they call Oreos cereal, that shit, keep that shit away from me. Why?
Listen, They should have stopped at Reese's cereal. Like after that, everything else was just, I don't know.
Now I'm gonna
look, Cookie Crisp.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's another cereal that don't taste the same. Reese's.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, Cookie Crisp doesn't taste the same anymore. Cookie Crisp.
That's because they took the damn burglar off. Remember the
yes.
the damn burglar?
Yeah.
I forget what
that and the sugar.
Right, that and the sugar.
Oh, and the sugar. Oh,
They got rid of the sugar.
They got rid. I mean, I literally, because I thought,
Now you're just eating some wheat with some semi-sweet chocolate chips.
I called myself being an adult and going to get some cereal, and I was like, oh, let's get some Cookie Crisp, man. I had some Cookie Crisp, and
this fool gonna put Reese's Puffs.
yeah, you see, he brought out the whole Reese's Puffs. And he's now reading the box.
I'm looking for the amount of sugar.
So
I'm trying to see how much I'm destroying my body every time I eat these.
Look, now here's the thing for me. I'm not a fan of the candy cereals, Sour Patch Kids, the Oreo, all of the y'all know what other candy cereals. It's just like it's so weird for me to go in and see a cereal that's a candy, and it's like I can go in the candy aisle and got cereal out and pick a struggle. Pick one.
Yeah. They make it really hard to tell your kid, no, you can't have that, because every time I go down the aisle, I'm like, fuck, man, that's what they're doing.
Sour Patch Kids.
Sour Patch
and
Kids,
milk. Just sudden.
I'm literally trying to figure out how the two of those go together. I've never understood how the two of those go together.
Some fool got high as fuck, said this is good, and then found some other fools that were high as fuck and managed to market it.
That's how we
can doesn't mean you should.
That's how we got.
There you go. That's what that is.
That's how we got Mr. Snuffleupagus. Okay.
Have you ever seen the fly?
Hey, don't be knocking Snuff.
Listen, my son is playing the goddamn Elmo song.
I'm sorry.
And the version that he plays,
Elmo's World.
but it's Elmo's song though. And then Big Bird comes in on the second verse, and then Snuffy comes in on the third. What the fuck is going on?
How old is he?
2.
He's 2.
And this is YouTube.
For the record, Snuffy was actually introduced as a regular character because too many parents had a problem with the fact that Big Bird had an imaginary friend.
And I didn't understand why.
Because they didn't want their kids having imaginary friends, even though they had.
Okay, here's a question then. Did no one here on the panel have an imaginary friend?
Y'all remember Drop Dead Fred? That was my shit back in the day.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
That was but if you watch it now, you'll be like, dude, that's kind of fucked up. He's just gonna throw this bitch's mental health pills out the window.
Stop.
Her imaginary friend is trying to convince her to not take her mental health pills.
Chris, stop trying to figure out how we got from A to Z. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
You've met us, and it's the freestyle. We gonna
do
go
rabbit
A,
holes.
F, B, Y.
Hey, yes. Hey, as
This
far
is
as your
true.
kid playing
drop
the
dead
same
Fred.
song,
I'm just
This is true.
Okay, so back
This
to
is
your
true.
kid playing the music. What you do is you go on YouTube and you set his settings to play at 0.25 speed. So when he plays it the next time, it's just demonic, and you're like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just this song. It's creepy now.
Yeah, right.
Problem fucking solved.
I'm the evil one. I'm the evil cruel one.
If I do that, I'm asking for a fight. This boy is going to buck up and he's going to get the fish ready. He's going to fight me. He's going to fight me.
They'll throw all
Occasionally-
3 tablets at you. Just
So
all 3
After you've seen every episode of Yo Gabba Gabba a million fucking times, it's
Oh my
okay to say one of the episodes doesn't work anymore. Dude, there's some, there's a breakdancing episode I just can't fucking do. I can't do it.
Oh,
When
that
you
Yo Gabba
taste the
Gabba.
flavor too many
Wait,
times.
there's a breakdancing episode of Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yo
Man,
Gabba
there's
Gabba.
several.
Listen,
You don't even want to.
listen, my kid was old, and by the time he was old enough, we didn't watch Yo Gabba Gabba. Okay, I made it through the Teletubbies. That's all.
Oh,
I got.
hallelujah.
I made it through Teletubbies. I was good.
I didn't
They
have
snuck-
to deal with Teletubbies. I had the Wiggles.
They snuck
Oh.
jokes in on Yo Gabba Gabba for adults, which I love. There was
God bless
an
you.
episode. They did episodes where they would have art and everybody would draw a different painting, and one of them was really dumb, and they would check out its art and they'd be like, "Oh, you tried." And like something about it was like, damn, that went straight over this kid's head.
Damn.
They talk about all sorts of shit in Yo Gabba Gabba, but if you read close enough into it, it is.
Listen, by the time Yo Gabba Gabba got big, my kid watched it for like a couple months, and he was like, "No, I'm good, Dad. I'm straight. Please don't show me this again." I'm like, "You the one got the remote. I don't."
So, just to travel back a little bit to the cereal.
Yes.
Okay. My wrestling fans, please, somebody explain Booty-O's to me.
Booty-O's.
Explain Booty-O's, because I don't understand it.
Booty-O's started out as a joke. It started out as a joke. The joke was made about Booty-O's, and then one day they came out with some Cheerios in a box. Booty-O's. And bada boom, bada bing, Booty-O's.
Who the heck is this?
This is a group by the name of The New Day. And they are 3 African American males in the WWE that are pretty awesome, and that was their gimmick for Booty-O's. Was like a year-long gimmick for them. So yeah.
So Booty-O's is essentially them eating booty. I'm asking questions.
No.
Just asking.
No. It was them. It was a play on words. So it wasn't a double entendre. It was just a play on words about their love of booty and their love of Cheerio. Put them together. What you got? Booty-O's.
I think like 30 minutes ago.
Oh, they're still eating booty, is what I heard.
Nah, ain't nobody eating groceries, okay? No one's eating groceries with the Booty-O's.
Could you honestly tell us that you bought some Booty-O's and ate Booty-O's?
No, I've not bought any Booty-O's or ate any Booty-O's. I was not a fan of the Booty-O's. And listen, if you like Booty-O's, you like groceries, that's your thing. I'm not gonna fault you there.
I'm just asking questions.
Well, now I feel kink shame.
And once again, we found that rabbit hole. I'm gonna have to get some.
Listen,
and we're gonna have to fill it. We're gonna have to fill this hole because no.
I just lead you there. I just lead you to the hole. If you jump down, that's your
Tora
business.
started it.
I just lead you.
And Caraway finished it. I was somewhere in between. I mean,
always.
And for once, I didn't take part in this.
I don't have a problem with anybody in their groceries. Please do enjoy your groceries. Enjoy them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this like an adult film star?
In the meantime, hold on. In the meantime, before we go too far down any other rabbit holes, Tora, would you want to bless us with your MCU take for this week, please?
The MCU. Y'all know that's my thing. Y'all know that's where I live. I don't know why they are not paying me, but neither here nor there. Okay, so 2 things. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the chick who played Carly.
On iCarly?
No, that was the villain in The Falcon and Winter Soldier, the girl.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm gonna give her props. I think she's super cute. I always have a thing for redheads. I like her a lot. She's super cute. I don't know if you could tell or not. I could totally tell. She's mixed. So shouting her out because she looks a lot like one of my friends. And she has the same color skin and the same freckles and the same red hair. It's just that her hair ain't curly. But yes, shout out to the girl who plays Carly. I can't think of the girl name, but she was also in Game of Thrones. I did not know that. I did not watch Game of Thrones, but there you have it for you GOT people. The next part. Okay, so I was in a Blurred group, not the group that we're all in, but a different Blurred group. And for those who don't know, Blurred is Black nerd, but a lot of groups are not just Black people. But anyway, in a Blurred group, and a girl made a post about how Winter Soldier was invited to the cookout, and then some asinine gatekeeping hotep showed up and decided that I'm so sick of all of y'all Black girls swooning over this little white boy. First of all, here's my thing. No one said one word when all you could hear is how you wanted to stick your face in Darcy's ass. And for those who don't know who Darcy is, she is Kat Denning, and she is part of the MCU. Now, Kat Dennings is banging. Nobody said nothing.
Amen.
When all these dudes kept coming after talking about how they want to stick their face in Darcy's ass or stick their face in Darcy's boobs, I said, get you some. But all of a sudden, I'm trying to see what Winter Soldier hand do, and I'm an issue. So here's the thing. Darcy and Winter Soldier are coming to the barbecue, and they both coming with me. That is all.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I realize that I have no authority to second that motion for the barbecue, but I'm down with that.
I just didn't understand how Winter Soldier couldn't come to the barbecue, but Darcy can be there. Well, if Darcy gonna be there, I'm bringing Winter Soldier. What's the problem? Have you seen Winter Soldier?
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Winter Soldier wind up in Wakanda for a little bit because he needed some assistance living?
Right,
after...
and they outfitted him in a whole new.
Right, gave him a whole new everything.
But we ain't gonna let him come to the barbecue. He can go to Wakanda. He can come to the barbecue. Damn it.
He can come to the barbecue.
So,
and by the way, Carly's name, the name of the actress that plays Carly, her name is Erin May Kelly.
Erin. I knew it was something short. Erin. And Erin is, I like her. I'm excited to see what she has going on next. I really hate that they killed her off the show. I would love for her to have been put in jail and been like, all right, I'm about to super soldier up in this bitch to come out. But they did what they did. But I thought she's a really, really good actress. That is my MCU corner. And I guess we've covered that.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
I did have a question though. Do y'all have a from a villain that stuck out and totally made sense to y'all? Like a like a favorite villain line, a favorite like
there is one for me, like Heath Ledger's Joker made a lot of good points in that movie that he was in. And the lines are escaping me right now, but one of them had to do with, money and how people viewed money. And because it was the scene where he was in the warehouse with all the money and he started burning the money. And the Russian was like, you're burning it and you're crazy. And he said something in that line that he had for that scene. And it made all the sense in the world. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Can't remember it right now, top of my head for nothing. But
I can't think of anything in particular.
I know there's a line there's something, I can't remember if it's Infinity War or Endgame, but Thanos says something about why he wants to do away with the universe, and it says something and it made like a whole lot of damn sense. Like, damn, he might have a point. It also made me think of the Georgia Guidestones conspiracy theory. Sorry, just sprinkle that in there for you guys. But Thanos has said something in particular, and it made me think of, golly, he making sense right there. He preaching. But also the line from a villain that it's always in the back of my head is because I think about it like, dang, is this something that I would do? And it is the final line from Killmonger in Black Panther. Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors who knew that death was better than bondage. Is death actually better than bondage? You plead the fifth on death being better than bondage?
Yeah.
Oh, no, okay. Never mind, Amy. Never mind, Amy. No, never mind, Amy.
Yeah, no.
It's a card.
It's die on your feet rather than live on your knees kind of thing for me.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Liberty or death, literally right behind me. Fucking, I'd rather live with dangerous freedom than, safe tyranny. But as far as villains making quotes, I think that Palpatine made some pretty interesting points when he was, I don't know, he said some things that can translate into different views, but...
Oh, okay, what about this one? I don't know if this one would count. I mean, I guess it depends on if you see him as a villain or not. The Usual Suspects, the greatest, what is it? Come on. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. No one here has seen The Usual Suspects.
I've seen it. No. I've seen The Usual Suspects. But the line sounds familiar, but I gotta tell you, it's been a minute since I've seen The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, it's like one of the last lines. Okay, first of all, I really liked Kevin, damn, I can't think of his name, but I liked him in this movie. Although he has those Me Too situations going on right now, I really liked him in that movie. I think he's a great actor, but I cannot think. But in The Usual, Caraway, my advice: when you get free time, The Usual Suspect.
I'll give it a shot.
It's a good movie.
I'll give it a gander.
It's a good movie. Good movie. Ames, do you have anything that anybody stuck out to you? I'm pretty sure it's going to be somebody. What did Harley say? Maybe that should be the question. What did Harley say?
It wasn't Harley. It was the Joker to Harley.
Okay.
Would you die for me? No, that's too easy. Would you live for me?
Oh, that's the hard part. Okay. So that is your line. Everybody's got one. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. You can always say, hey, it's a villain, but like, okay, for example, the Batman movies that I have seen, there was always something about or is that their thing? That there's always something about the villain that you can always kind of relate to, like, you're a bad guy, but are you kind of really like Poison Ivy? Are you really? I mean, and then, what's his name?
Catwoman. She was just a loving cat lady who took care of every cat, but damn, they ate her.
What is is it Dr. Freeze? Is that his name, Dr. Freeze?
Arnold.
Was he actually a villain?
He
was just, he loved his wife. Was he really a villain? Like,
no, he was a little nuts, but I don't think he was a villain at all.
Or Two-Face.
Yeah.
Two-Face.
Depends on what variation of Two-Face we're talking about.
We're talking about.
We're talking
not
about
cartoon Two-Face, movie Two-Face.
Movie Two-Face, then yeah, he was driven. It's literally what was said in the movie. Joker had to drive one of them to that depth because he was the savior.
He told him, look, you can either save your girlfriend or you can save Harvey Dent, and he's like, he called Harvey, and Harvey told him the opposite, so that he went and he showed up and he did save. I think he did save Harvey, but he wanted them to save the girlfriend, and he was like pissed off because, and so he went all vigilante justice and started killing people. But I feel like in that case, he wasn't necessarily a villain. He was just like grief-stricken and like fucked up psychologically. If you go back to the older Batman, where it's like him flipping the coin and doing all that shit, then that motherfucker was.
That's the cartoon Batman, right?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Okay. No,
he was also in. He was also in a movie. He was the one that he gets pushed off the bridge or some shit at the end. Like he's flipping the coin and Batman throws like 30 of them up, and he tries to grab the coin and falls to his death in the water.
So DC, what exactly was it about that damn coin that he had to have that coin? Because it had two faces on it, or
it was
something?
a lucky coin.
It did. Y'all see what that man looked like?
It's how he determined whether or not
it was his lucky coin.
It was a legal thing.
I think somewhere in one of the backstories, it was one of those gifts from his father or something.
Okay. It was one of those sentimental
coins. Yeah.
Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. They always try to throw me over and give them feelings and shit. Don't make me have feelings. I don't want to have feelings for Two-Face. I want to know he's a bad guy.
Right.
That's why I was conflicted with Thanos and I was conflicted with Killmonger, because I was like, I kind of have feelings for you. I mean, God, it was Michael B. Jordan, though. I mean, I'm just did you see him when the shirt came off? Is all I'm saying. But anyway,
I mean, it goes without saying, your villain gave you a chance to humanize your hero, and that's really what it boiled down to. And your villain always gives you the chance to realize you cannot have one without the other. Because I was going through like Joker quotes, period. And I think Joker pretty much laid it out. You can't kill me without becoming like me. I can't kill you without losing the only human being who can keep up with me. Isn't it ironic?
So his basically his
yin and the yang.
You have to have
the balance.
You cannot have the hero without the villain.
Legit. You know what? Not gonna lie, Joker be talking about some real shit. I'm not even gonna lie. Joker, he be on some real shit though.
I think that's why the Joker's always been like my favorite villain of all villains, because he was the most intelligent of all of them, even though he wasn't school smart or anything like that. Like he wasn't a professor like Dr. Freeze, or he wasn't like Poison Ivy or the Riddler or anybody like that. You know, he was street smart, but he was the smartest of them all.
He made you think.
Yeah, he was the maker of it.
Of all movie wise, when you talk about the Joker, is it or is it not true that pretty much everybody who played him actually had to like detox themselves to get out of that role, to bring themselves back?
It is an immersive role.
Yeah, it's a cursed role.
And Nicholson has told everybody who has ever played it after him, you have to be mentally strong. You have to be bigger than the role. This role
Why do y'all think that is, though?
Overtake you. Because
they only cast method actors.
Because the Joker is a psychological
That's my theory.
role. The Joker is a psychological role. He doesn't.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, if like you write a character to be crazy and then only cast method actors, people that like motherfuckers will sit in a room for 6 months at a time just to figure out what the psychological depreciation is like, just so that they can figure out how the Joker would have thought. Like every actor that they've ever had cast has always been a method actor, and it fucks them up because, like, dude, you wrote him as crazy. Of course they're gonna go crazy.
Well, Nicholson was already crazy when he had the role, when he took the role. But
we like Jack.
Yeah, Jack
like
was.
Jack.
As much as we like Jack, Jack was. Jack was.
And it was the same
when...
with. It's the same with Leto. But no, I mean, the Joker is a psychological role, and it depends on which storyline you want to follow as to how he became what he is.
So, have y'all seen the Joker?
Yes,
who is it?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yes.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Whatever you want to call him. I do not like his portrayal of the Joker. I do not enjoy the movie. It is the farthest stretch of the storylines, but still stays within the storyline. So Phoenix's portrayal and the movie The Joker actually kind of follows the Killing Joke storyline, almost.
Yeah, I liked how it was filmed. I just didn't like the way that they went about the story. I think that if they had filmed like another series that way, it would have looked really fucking good. I liked how gritty and like violent it was. But
what about you, Chris? You seen it?
I have not, unfortunately. There's something about the Joker character that you really, really, even as a watcher, you really gotta get yourself into to watch.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah, prepare yourself to watch. And I have a lot of movies like that where I just haven't mentally prepared to watch it because I know it's going to take me, here and there. But no, I haven't watched it. I've heard great things, but I have not watched that one.
Yeah, if you pay attention, in every scene, they point out a different way that his like psyche is being broken, and like the shift in balance between.
It's excellently done. I give them props for the entire way the movie was done. I don't, however, as someone who is more villain driven and is very drawn to the Joker and Harley and that type, it's not one that I would personally watch again, and I own the effing DVD.
So it's one of them DVDs that you sit there, you look at and say, one day I'm going to watch you, but
it's the one that, like, if you were here or I was there, I'd be like, you want to borrow my copy? And in 3 months, I might ask you if I could have it back just so I could add it back to my library, but
it's not something you want to see again.
Rewatch. I think that you can, it's one of those movies, in my opinion, if you look close enough, you can pick up like different things and you'll be like, oh shit, that makes sense now. That's why that was broken, or that's why that was clean before, but now it's dirty, or dirty before, but now it's clean. Like there are certain things that don't make sense in chronological order, and it makes you really question whether or not, like, wait, is this happening at this time or this time?
What other movie is like that?
I felt like that when I watched.
Kind of Memento-ish.
What was this last movie I just watched that we just talked about a few episodes ago? The 4 hours long
Justice League.
Justice League. I felt like that when I watched Justice League. I literally had to go back and watch it twice because I felt like I was missing something because all the pieces weren't there. Once I rewatched it for the third time, it all blended together. It's like, okay, I see where you're going with that. Like I see what happened here. I see what happened there.
Okay, so here's my question about the Justice League though. Is that because it was Snyder's cut, or is it just because you actually just had to go back and watch?
Snyder's cut actually filled in a lot of pieces from the original version.
Yeah, but if to go back and watch it again, for me, there was like parts where it was just like,
this don't make sense.
I would, you think back on the movie and be like, well, where the hell did that part come from? Or what happened here to get to here? Once you start analyzing and breaking it down in your head, and you're like, so I went back and I watched it for a second time and I caught, something else. And then I watched it for a third time and it all kind of blended in together. So I was like, okay, all of this now makes sense. This is how we got here, and here. So yeah, I mean, the ending of that movie still right now, I wish WB does the right thing and expand on that, because they
left it open.
Oh my God.
They left it open for you to walk in and make your money. Don't fuck it up, WB.
It always works.
Begging them to not fuck this up. Like, please do not fuck this up. They're gonna do it. I mean, they're gonna fuck it up. But please,
man, come on, have faith.
No, because they've come out and said that they don't want to do the Snyderverse. Like, they don't want to have anything to do with it. They want to do more standalone movies, because standalone movies make money, according to them, which I don't understand. They haven't been paying attention to the MCU, obviously, because they're paying attention to the MCU. They realize that you can do a whole universe of movies and make billions.
A whole universe and go in phases.
Exactly.
And have people on the edge of their seats just salivating, waiting for the next thing.
But I think their whole thing is that, they're burnt out of the Supermans, the Batmans, and whatever, and then like Wonder Woman's and more Wonder Woman's, Aquaman's. Eventually bring back the Green Lantern. I think Sony might still have Green Lantern, or they might have bought it one way or another. But they don't want to do it because they almost feel like it's damaged goods because of the movies that they have done. But it's like, if done correctly,
I think if they just let Snyder own it. Let Snyder own it and run it.
Because what Kevin what's his name does? Feige does MCU, right? Why don't you have Snyder do the DCU? Like,
I want to see live action Batman Beyond before I die.
Dude.
Who would you cast as Batman? That would be so fucking
dude.
Yeah,
Michael Keaton.
No, it'll never happen.
I really, wish that they had have used.
If they could do Ben Affleck as the old Bruce Wayne, and he wouldn't even have to do anything, change his diet. He could just not shave. He's already out of shape.
Wait. Before we even go any further, Victoria just said Michael Keaton. Anybody realize that Michael Keaton was in Justice League? Anybody realize what part in the Justice League he played?
I'm gonna say this. I ain't never seen it, so you asked the wrong person.
Yeah, you need to watch it.
But I will back up your statement and say Michael Keaton is about his coin, because Michael Keaton is also part of the MCU. This man is about his money. He's actually one of Spider-Man's villains. This man is, baby, you are a pure genius if you can go be Batman and be a Spider-Man villain. Damn it, get your coin. I'm not mad. I'm not mad.
But yeah, he's in Justice League.
Well, who is he in Justice League?
In Justice League, he plays Superman's father.
Amy.
That would be a little weird for him to be about Bruce Wayne as well.
You're like the only other person who's seen it.
It took the third time for me to really make it out.
It's a
yeah. It took the third time for me to actually slow down.
Oh, it's a blip. Oh,
because literally
you gotta have your eyes open to check.
So did he play Clark Superman's father in the other two movies? No? Okay.
No.
So yeah, it's a blip.
Oh.
It literally is. It took the third time for me to see it, because at the first two times it is a blip. It is a blip. And if your mind is racing through the movie, you're gonna miss it.
And I think it's kind of an inside joke.
Yeah.
It's an inside joke, because both Batman's mom and Superman's mom is named Martha. So Michael Keaton playing his dad in this blip, it's an inside joke within the DCU.
You know what? Why was this not your selling point from the beginning? This makes me want to see it because Michael Keaton is there.
Because WB sucks.
WB is whack.
The individuals at WB are, I don't know what their thing is, but they're thinking with some head, but it ain't the right head, because they could be making,
I know a lot of men
billions.
Like this.
They could be making billions right now if done correctly, and they're not. And they could care less. They want standalone movies, like they want more Wonder Woman movies. I think they want one more. I think we got
which
one
is
more coming.
stupid, because she's She's a one-dimensional character.
Do you see her using the lab in her private jet, like her invisible jet?
And look. They don't even talk about the invisible jet. None of her movies.
See, that's why I ain't seen the movie.
I was like,
that's why I ain't seen.
I was like, Linda Carter was in the invisible jet every week.
Because back whenever they wrote that shit,
beat the hell out of myself with that reference.
Yeah, you did.
Back whenever the invisible jet was cool, they were like still advancing stealth technology for fighter jets. So I'm sure they were probably like, look, we already got them in our comics. Like, they could come up with a cooler vehicle. Just make her fucking teleport, bro.
But
come on.
Honestly, the DCU here recently is focusing more on their villain development.
They got 1,500 of them.
15,
right? But
yeah, I want to see.
You only have, there's only, because ironically, God, I hate to say it, Birds of Prey opened the door to introduce the female villains into DCU.
You think they actually gonna do anything with Birds of Prey? Like, do you really think they're gonna?
No, because Birds of Prey was the biggest waste of money.
So I've heard.
I liked it.
But listen, how?
It was funny. Birds of Prey probably wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was funny to me. I died laughing. Like,
I'm glad
Margot playing Harley was hilarious through the whole goddamn movie. That was me. I laughed because I was like, this shit.
I mean, I only watched it because it's Harley Quinn, but I was
supposed to say that I've never seen it, but Margot is the reason that I would want to see it. Yeah. Like, I really don't know who else is in the movie with her.
Journey Smollett, Rosie Perez.
Holy shit. See, I really... But Margot is the reason I would want to see the movie.
Like, she owns Harley the way that people say Ledger owned the Joker.
Yep.
Ooh, imagine if they were in the movie together.
The dynamic wouldn't work.
You don't think so? Because they're two bosses?
Ledger's Joker
was nuts.
Was not the Joker that would have ever interacted with Harley. Like, Ledger's Joker would have been how you got the backstory to how Harley and the Joker became a
thing.
Right. But
and that goes to, and I'm glad you brought that up, because that goes to why the Jared Leto Joker didn't work, because Jared Leto tried too hard to be in the same vein of Ledger's Joker, and the dynamic didn't work between the two. That wasn't Harley and Joker's thing. Yeah, Joker was crazy, but he wasn't crazy. Like, Leto was nuts.
So who would have been Phoenix? Joaquin?
No, they would have had to change the dynamic of how they wrote the Joker. Joker would have had to been more comedical. Would have had to been more comedy versus more psychology. And that's been, to me, DC's whole thing about writing Joker for the last 30 years is that they've been trying to write him as psychological when they can use him I know why they don't do that, because when you look back at the 60s versions of the Joker, he was comedical, and they felt like they wanted to get away from that. So the last 30 plus years, we've been writing the Joker as psychological. And unfortunately, only so far you can go with crazy Joker before people just like...
Okay, but here...
And finding the right person to do it, though.
That too.
I mean, that's why Nicholson worked. It's why Nicholson worked. He was just the right amount of crazy. Ledger worked, but not in the crazy portion of it, which is why the role overtook him. And Leto was just too far past the Joker. There is an odd mix of crazy and genius that makes the Joker. And it has to be that perfect combination to get it.
Yep. I totally agree with you, Mama, because Leto's Joker was I don't know what
a little much.
I don't know what he was doing. Like I literally was just like, what the fuck, man?
Okay, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, and this may be like not a popular opinion, but it was his chest for me. That's why I've never seen it. That's why I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, Leto?
That's why I've never seen it. It was his chest for me. Like, I'm gonna need you to do a little bit more.
Okay, it wasn't enough. I was gonna.
It was not enough.
Like a
bird. He was built like a bird of prey. Yes, he was.
Yeah.
So
he was in a band, wasn't he? Was it like 30 Seconds to Mars or something before? I swear.
He is. He's in a band. He's in a band. I don't know what it's called, but he is in a band.
Yeah, it was one of those
singer.
like angsty pop music things from 2010 era.
Yeah. I haven't liked him, honestly. I know everybody's like, oh, he's such a great actor. I really haven't liked him since My So-Called Life, so I'm biased.
Check out Lord of War with Nicolas Cage.
Lord of War.
Yeah, for real, it's good. It'll kind of open your eyes a little bit about gun trade.
Lord of War. Okay. But so now that we've had our DC moment, you're welcome, you guys. I worked that in for you. I don't know how I did that, but
and yes, Lito's band is 30 Seconds to Mars.
30 Seconds to Mars. Yeah.
See, I know stuff. I'm hip with the times.
Yeah.
You eat Reese's Puffs for breakfast.
Right.
Yeah, I can't really say that I'm that much of an adult.
There's nothing wrong with the Reese's Puff because that's my other go-to cereal these days. But
I just can't eat chocolate cereal.
It's honestly more like a midnight snack thing than
maybe that's what it is. It seems like it's
it
too
really,
much for me anymore.
No, Reese's Puff is a midnight snack thing. It's like, bro, you don't eat that first thing in the morning, but you will eat that in the middle of the night, like you're just chilling. You want some cereal? Reese's Puffs.
That's it. That's where you go to.
Hell yeah.
I like how we came back around to the cereal.
Hey.
I like that circle we made there.
Hey, we love our cereal. All right. So, with that being said, I think this is a good spot to end that.
Yeah.
Send us all home happy and all that good stuff. So, if you're looking for us, we are on all major platforms right now at the Xennials Podcast.
Everywhere. We be everywhere.
Everywhere you want to be. Just type in the Xennials Podcast and you will find us. You can email us at thexennialspodcast7270@gmail.com and say goodnight, Tora.
Hi, Tora.
We're out.